Hello students, this is the reference video of today's online class. So we have started topic 3.1, that is variety in fabrics. Activity 1. So we shall know what they have given us in activity 1. So visit a nearby tailoring shop, collect cutting of fabrics left over after stitching. Feel and touch each piece of fabric. Now try to label some of the fabrics as cotton, silk, woolen or synthetic after asking for help from the tailor. So children, what you need to do in this activity is you need to go nearby your tailoring shop and ask that man to give some materials, fabric materials like silk, cotton and woolen or synthetic, etc. Ask him to give some piece of fabrics. What you need to do is you need to cut in square and you need to paste in your classworks. Okay, heading you need to write types of fabrics. Okay, under that heading you need to stick all the types of fabrics and label them. Okay, after labeling you need to see, do you wonder what these different fabrics are made of? So after touching or you may be getting a feel which type of material it is. So after getting that, next question rises that from where do we get this type of fabrics, right? So that type of fabrics we may get from plants or animals. Okay. Next, when you look at any fabrics, it seems a continuous piece. Now look at it closely. What do you notice? See children, when you see this material or the cloth material which you have in your hand, see that it has a continuous piece of that fabric. How it is made? They have arranged all the threads and they have made a piece of fabric. Okay. So next, activity 2. Select a piece of cotton fabric you labeled in activity 1. Now try to find a loose threads or yarns at one of the edge and pull it out. Figure 3.3. If no loose ends are visible, you can gently pull one out with a pin or a needle. So in activity 2, what you need to do is, after doing activity 1, you may be getting leftover piece of cotton or any other fabric. So you need to take that in hand. How they are doing? See children, they are removing the threads or you can say yarns. They are separating those. Okay. After separating, you need to see. Okay. If those yarns are not removing from the piece of cotton or any fabric, so you need, with the help of needle you can remove them with the help of needle or with the help of pen. Okay, after that we find that fabric is made up of yarns arranged together. So after that we are going to identify that the group of yarns, they have made a piece of fabric. Okay, what are these yarns made of? Yarns are made of fibers. Okay, you should know this. Okay, next, activity 1, we have collected the varieties of piece of fabrics and we have stick in our classwork. And activity 2, with the leftover piece we have removed the yarns or the threads and we have seen how this fabric is made up of. The group of threads is together is made of fabrics. Okay. Next, activity 3, that is 3.2, fiber. Take out ends from a piece of cotton fabric. Place this piece of yarn on the table. Now press one end of the yarn with your thumb. Stretch the other end of the yarn along its length with your nail as shown in the figure 3.4. Okay children, what you need to do is, after removing yarns in activity 2, you need to take one single yarn in your hand and you need to place that yarn. Yarn is nothing but a thread children, a cotton thread which we got by removing from the piece of cotton cloth. Okay, that yarn you need to place on the table. Okay, see, think this is a yarn. So after removing a piece of a thread, you need to take that on a table, keep on a table. With the help of thumb, you need to press one end, and with the other end you need to pull. See, this person is pulling from the other end. You need to pull that thread from the other end. So you, after pulling the thread, you may be seeing that thread gets splits. You can see in activity 3.5, the yarn splits up into thin strands. That anvil splits. In that you can observe 2 to 3 thin strands. Okay, now you might have observed something similar when you try to thread a needle. Many times the end of thread is separated into a few thin strands. This makes it difficult to pass the thread through the eyes of the needle. The thin strands of the thread that we see are made up of still thinner strands called fibers. So children, after doing this activity also, you can see this thread gets splits into a thin strands. In the same way, they are saying that when your mom or any tailor or your sister may be stitching, you can ask them, children, that thread will troubles us to go inside the needle's hole. Why it troubles? Because it has splitted, the thread has been splitted. We stretch, we pull the thread, right, to cut from the reel of thread. We pull that thread. After pulling the thread, what happens? It splits. You can see here, it splits, so that after splitting, it won't go properly inside the needle hole. It troubles us. Okay, that thin strands which you can observe here, these thin strands are nothing but it is made of fibers. Okay, again question rises, where does the fiber comes? How does it made? So fibers are made up of yarns, and yarns are further made up of fibers. Fabrics are made up of yarns. Fabric is nothing but a piece of cloth, is nothing but a fabric. Okay, that piece of fabric is made up of what? Is made up of this thin thread like structure, that is nothing but a yarns. Okay, that is made of yarns, and yarns are further made up of fabrics. That yarns is converted into fabrics. That where do you get this fibers from? Where do we get fibers? We get fibers from plants and animals. And what are what are those fibers? Fibers of some fabrics, such as fibers of some fabrics. From fibers we are getting fabrics. This thing you remember, children. Fibers, from fibers we are getting fabric. So what are those fabrics? Types of the fabrics are nothing but cotton, jute, silk and woolen are obtained from plants and animals. So this basic thing you need to know is from where we are getting fabric. Okay, we are getting fabric from fabrics. Which are those fabrics? Cotton, jute and silk. These all we are getting from animals and plants. Okay, some are getting from animals, some we get from plants. These are nothing but natural fibers which we are getting from plants and animals. That is nothing but a natural fibers. Okay, cotton and jute are the examples of fibers obtaining from plants. What are the examples of natural fibers? If I ask you, you need to say cotton and jute are the example of fibers obtained from plants. Why we call it as natural, children? We are getting directly from animals. If we get animals and plants, if we get indirectly, that is nothing but artificial fibers. By doing some process, if we get, that is nothing but artificial. But we are getting directly from plants and animals, that is nothing but natural. Okay, wool and silk fibers are obtained from animals. Okay, wool is obtained from the fleece of sheep or goat. Okay, wool we get from sheep or goat. This also obtained from the hair of rabbits. From hair of rabbits also we get wool. Okay, yak and camels. From camels and yak also we take wool. Okay, silk fibers is drawn from a cocoon of silkworm. There is a silkworm, children, you can see in the net. From silk worm we get silk. They produce, they make of their own. You can see in the net, you will be getting so beautifully they make. Okay, for thousands of years natural fibers were the only one available for making fibers. But children, before thousands years, from thousands of years, natural fibers were the only ones available for making fibers. There were no any such artificial, only natural fibers were there to prepare fabrics. Okay, in the last 100 years or so, fibers are also made from chemicals. As I said you, with the process of other materials, if we do fabrics, that is nothing but artificial fabrics. If we are doing with the chemicals, okay, that is nothing but artificial fabric, or we can also say it as synthetic fabrics. Okay, which are not obtained from plants or animal source. These are called synthetic fibers. See children, you need to underline from here. Fibers are made from a chemical substance which are obtained from plants or animals, which are not obtained from plants or animals sources. These are nothing but synthetic fibers. I want you all to underline this. Okay, some examples for synthetic fibers are nothing but polyester, nylon and acrylic. These are the example of synthetic fibers. Okay, I want everyone to read page number 18, 19 and 20 till here. Okay, after reading you will be getting some more clarity, children. Okay, everyone do activity 1, activity 2 and activity 3. I will be checking on Saturday. Okay children, take care.